So the Huawei P40 Pro is going to be the latest flagship phone from Huawei, which was supposed to compete directly with Samsung's Galaxy S20 Ultra, but because it doesn't have one key feature that is absolutely required in a modern smartphone, it's not really going to compete with the S20 Ultra except for in China. We've talked about the P40 Pro in the past. They talked about how it's going to have a quad curved display. Not only the display is going to be curved at the sides, but it's going to have a curved display at the top and bottom as well. Not really sure if that's a good idea because accidental touch activations are going to a thing with this handset. With that said, today we have official marketing renders of this handset. As you can see, Huawei is also going to put a tumor at the back in the name of the camera, which houses 4 cameras. The camera layout looks almost identical to the Galaxy S20 Plus setup, except the camera arrangement is a bit different. On the front though, Huawei has decided to have a pill-shaped cutout for the front camera, exactly like the Galaxy S10 Plus pill-shaped cutout, except they have placed it on the left side. It's funny because a couple of months ago Huawei's CEO said this.
The phone's design, you remember that our aesthetic design, iconic design, is amazing color. It's received very good consumer feedback globally. And also, this phone also set the new form and the new color trend for this industry. I give an example to show you why it's like that. For example, that's when we launch this product, the industry, the other phones like this, but now you can see they changed it. They changed it to to new one. So we're leading the industry trend.
They basically said they are the trendsetters when it comes to design and mocked Samsung for it, and now a few months later they are literally copying Samsung's design. Anyway, Huawei has revealed that the launch event of the P40 Pro will be held in March, which is just a couple of months away from now. So Huawei is blacklisted from using American tech, which means they can't use Google Apps and Play Store, which also means their latest flagship, the P40 Pro, won't have access to Google services. Huawei has confirmed that they are not going to use Harmony OS in the P40 Pro. Instead, just like the Mate 30 Pro, it's going to have an open-source version of Android without Google Apps. The latest reports suggest that the US has absolutely zero plans to take Huawei out of the blacklist, so Huawei has no choice but to create their own app ecosystem, and Huawei is using money to build an app ecosystem that could rival Google's Play Store. Huawei has announced that it will make $26 million investments to entice developers to make apps for their platform. Basically, they're going to pay you if you make apps for their platform. Of course, they're not going to pay everyone, but only to the developers of the popular apps and games. Also, they've announced that they'll only keep 15% revenue cut from its developers, rather than the 30% tax levied by Google and Apple. Microsoft has tried this approach in the past with Windows Phone and failed miserably. But Huawei has a huge presence in China. They sell nearly over 200 million smartphones a year in China alone, so you never know, this might work out for them. But the thing is, if it's going to work out, it will take a few years until they can build a good app ecosystem. In the short term, you can be sure that Huawei is going to have a tough time, at least in the Western market. Do let me know your thoughts on this, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.